that'll be against the Grineer, and I think against both Grineer and Corpus, because the three races, for those, again, this is for people who don't know, you've got three enemy races: Grineer, Corpus, and Infested. Now, the Infested are made up of sort of mutated versions of the Grineer and the Corpus. The sort of big, chunky buggers for the Infested, they are made of Corpus bodies, and the Chargers, shut up dear, I'm trying to explain things, the Chargers in Infested are made up of Grineer bodies, which is quite interesting. This is a fascinating... Oh, this is an extermination mode again. I don't mind extermination all that much. But as I was specifying, I find Absorb works really well against both Corpus and Grineer, but I find it really sucks. In fact, boom! Shoot me, motherfuckers! Shoot me! Shoot me, and it will lead to your death. I am next. Really hoped I would get a blind return journey again there, but 'tis not to be. Boom! On occasion, the Glaive is one of the most awkward weapons to wield in the world. It has a certain desire to go up, which is interesting, and I haven't quite discovered whether that bounce. I haven't decided whether that bounce is predictable or not. I get the impression that bounce factor is just random. It hits a surface and it bounces. Let's just hang on. Let's see. It's actually looking fairly... No, see, there you go. That was a different bounce, although I suppose I may have moved subtly. No, that's three in a row. This is science at work, ladies and gentlemen. This is me testing the bounce of the Glaive. I'm still not sure if that does the same what. Yeah, I think there is a certain amount of... As long as I don't move, the pattern remains the same. But then again, that's still fairly useless, because any given surface, unless I keep still, which in this game, not a good idea. Not a good idea to just keep still. Unless, of course, you are Rhino, in which case, stand still all you like, really. There's fuck all these guys can do about it. Whoosh! Motherfucker. And I bet you didn't see this one coming. Oh, that would have been spectacular, but you can't throw the Glaive in midair, which is a shame. It's almost actually, I think maybe, instead of the moderately bland and boring ground attack, damn it all, I can't. Once upon a time, there was a soldier who was able to climb in through that window, but unfortunately, it is not to be any more. Glaive sliced in half. Oh, I can see clearly that you had rabbit for tea, and I can see your ribs. Oh, you've activated the alarms. Fair enough. This is one other thing you have to do. Hack security terminals. They're fairly simple. It's possible you could argue they could do with being a bit more difficult, but then again, some are kind of obnoxious because they don't. They're not really. They don't fully work properly, I don't think. Whoops! No, love. There we go. And Death Cube killed that guy before I even got anywhere near him. Fair enough. But apparently, I don't know who killed. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Am I killing? Is Death Cube killing? Who knows? Oh, 2 for the price of 1 single Glaive. Bam! This Glaive is the beastliest bastard in the world. Oh, yes. Now, was that just... I haven't quite factored in whether that was just one hell of a lucky fucking bounce. And we are talking the luckiest fucking bounce in the world. Or does it have... I haven't quite worked out if it's got some kind of enemy tracker. And when it bounces off of one enemy, it will home in on the next one. Not sure why I was seemingly electrical there. For some reason I appear to be on electricity mode. but no idea why. Now let's go wall climbing. And then I think there's an enemy up here. Oh, surprise, motherfucker! You didn't see that one coming, did you, bitch? And never did you! Oh, no! Oh! Oh, that's Grizzly. That? I've never seen that one before. I think the big ass motherfucking axe does that quite happily. But I have not... I literally split his difference. That is quite painful to behold. I'm loving the fact that I no longer need ammunition. On a previous occasion, with both the Boltor having extra fire speed and the Viper being an automatic pistol, it was very awkward keeping up with the ammo demands of two fairly hefty bullet spouting weapons. But now I don't have to worry about it because I have an infinite long range weapon in the form of my glaive. Ah, dang it! I thought maybe I could force the return journey over sufficiently, but unfortunately it was not to be. Now, I'm hoping I just want to go down. Boom! The Marines are inbound, that's fair enough. I can demolish those Marines, I'm sure. Now, let's see. I'll see if there's a good opportunity to utilise Absorb again. You need what you need with Absorb. Now this is the challenge. This is the ultimate challenge. Will that return journey hit him? No. Right. Now fire the glaive and now bring the glaive back. Ah, you blasted death cube. You nullified my experiment yet again. You fool. Where's my glaive? Oh, here it is. Lost the motherfucking glaive again. But what I'd like to do eventually with one of those shield guys is try and throw the glaive and then get the return journey to smack him from behind, because I get the impression with... I was well aware we've been locked out. With the glaive's return journey, with the shield, he's pretty much invulnerable from the front, apart from if you happen to have a piercing weapon, which I suppose technically the Boltor is a piercing weapon, therefore I do have a nice option against the guy, but good God, those guys are embarrassingly weak. They really are. I think I always have been, but because I somewhat significantly over-level these guys, it is even more an unfortunate case of affairs for them being quite so weak-willed. But never mind, I'm happy to face off against weak-willed enemies. It's the only way Nyx survives. You put her against any... Oh, I'm liking this opportunity, come on! And... whoa! Shoot me! Feel free to shoot me, motherfuckers! You seal your own fates! Kaboosh! It is an epic move. I think Corpus... I think possibly the Corpus are the people weakest against that move. Primarily, I think, because the big MOA robots, MOA robots... I don't know if they've decided what that actually stands for. I've never exactly looked up. Oh yes, long distance glaive shots. Perfection is always guaranteed. I sort of want to get up there. There we go. Good girl. Nixie! I think these guys deserve a little bit of chaos! Behold the chaos in your minds. And now you die. The one unfortunate thing, and I haven't checked this out, but I did read somewhere. The unfortunate thing with Chaos is, as good a move as it is, you don't get any experience for the guys killing each other. I don't think that's going to reach. Plus, it wasn't a very good shot. That, however, should reach, and it was quite a good shot on his feet. Just managed to get his feet. The glaive does tend to have an upward... Yeah. Rather than with... I'm used to using a bow where you aim slightly higher than your target at long range. With the glaive, you preferably want to aim slightly lower than your target, oddly enough, because the glaive tends to go up before returning to you. That's provided... I mean, that's provided it goes along a straight path. See? You can see where it rose up slightly. Is this the one? Yes, but it doesn't look like it's worth it. But do you know what? Any time you can use a zip line is a worthwhile time. But I'll use this one. Woohoo! Just killed my accuracy stat by woohooing down the zip wire with my gun blazing. But screw it, I don't mind. I don't mind if it's fun, and it's fun. I have actually managed to kill people off the zip line, and it was quite nice. Is they get to use it as well. Unfortunately, the negative factor with the Glaive is it doesn't do very well up close. It's not the world's greatest. Oh, I know, irony of ironies. It's not the world's greatest melee weapon, even though it's a melee weapon. But its primary function, I think, is to be thrown. That's its selling point. You can throw it, and you can throw it with delightful results. I swear you shouldn't take the slicing people in half quite so fucking happily. But look at that. Legs meet torso. Torso meet legs. You are no longer apparently joined. Oh, good vaporization, my dear friend. Let's see. Can I do this? No. And I did at least live, I suppose. That's one thing I ought to be moderately pleased by. Bam! That's interesting. He had an invisible arm because I think I knocked it off. Yeah. Ew. Did I again? A nice invisible arm because I knocked it off, and I took his head out of his helmet. Now that is precision maiming, and we're actually at the end of the mission. That's almost a shame. I was really thoroughly enjoying the whole slaughter thing, which I suppose. This is the thing with this game. When it's fun, oh, is it fun? It is the single funnest game in the world. No, this is a tribute. But no, in all seriousness, when it's going well and you've got, I suppose, now that I've got what I want, which is the Glaive, it's all smiles and giggles. But when you're stuck doing the levels without your fun new weapon and without all the other niceties, and you are just repeating the same thing over and over again, grinding away, desperately seeking the object of your desire, it starts getting a bit of an annoying game. But as I say, now I've got my Glaive, and I suppose ultimately because I'm going against really weak opponents. It's also not fun when the opponents are stronger than you. That's not fun. Nah. Inevitable loss is never fun, but inevitable victory, being that you are vastly overpowered for the enemies you're facing, now that is fun. Let's see what level my Glaive is at. It's still level 5. I'm not going to lie, it's moderately disappointing. And Nyx herself did not level up. What's my death cube doing at the moment? Not a lot. Let's see. So I've got 3 slots available, but I don't know exactly what I want to do with them, so fuck it. Oh, spectacular news. Well, spectacular-ish news. Let's see if I can find... I might as well, since I've already done 2 out of 3 of the enemy sets, I might as well find a mission with the 3rd. And the Corpus are weak to electricity. So, basically, you can, I suppose, for no better reason than I can right now, I might as well show you some of this mod system. You get these little mod cards, and basically you drag them and drop them into the mod slots of the weapon of choice. Now, at the moment, this is the Death Machine rifle. There's the Glaive, has the same layout. Everything has the same layout, really. You just choose these powers, these mods, and you poke them on. So at the moment, Death Machine pierces through enemy armour. This is why Death Machine is such a fucking devastating monster, because his fire rate is increased. He uses the Death Machine rifle is a sort of wind-up minigun. If you know the game, it's very similar to the Gorgon, if not exactly the same as the Gorgon. So the speed trigger, I'm guessing, I'm hoping at least, really must do research, but that's why I have Malus Caliber. He does all the research for me, and I just ask him the questions. It's an ideal situation for me. I have to do fuck all, but I get all the information. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. It's why I like YouTube and people who comment. You can do all the research, and I'll just reap the benefits of finding this stuff out. It's a perfect system of flawed. It's a perfect flawed system. Perfectly flawed. Fucking sentence structure. Who cares what you're trying to say? So I'm hoping, and logic dictates that an extra fire rate will increase the speed at which it revs up, and then has an increased fire rate when it's at its peak, perhaps. But I can't guarantee that. I don't know. Cryo rounds are particularly potent because they slow enemies down. All enemies down. Which is why I went straight for cryo rounds as a primary. And armor piercing, again, I think, from what I know, Malice tells me, I think the Grineer are the most armoured, therefore armor piercing does the most to them. But all enemies have a degree of armour, I believe, and therefore armour piercing is usually quite good anyway. Now, I've equipped Stormbringer because I'm about to face off against Corpus, and the Corpus guys are weak to electricity, and if I was going against Infested again, I would take a Hellfire, because the Infested take 3 times damage if hit by fire. I believe that is correct. You can see here I've got the Viper. Now I haven't really got a good. Oh, actually, no, I don't have a good example. But never mind. If you look here at the top of the card, there's a little icon. So this one looks like 2 claws. They're polarity slots, and if you match a polarity slot on a card to a polarity slot on the mod, I don't know, the mod table, I suppose you could call it, you get it for half price, which is quite nice. And this is why you know that Nyx is very much based on using her powers, because she's got a line and an R, and lines and R's tend to go with the flow, which increases your power, the focus, which increases your power strength, and again focus, and stretch increases the range of your power. Whereas if you get a nice sort of sidewards PD thing, whatever you want to call that, a closed V maybe, I don't know, they are primarily based on your sort of, fast deflection, redirection, and vitality, which increases your stats. So yeah, you can tell she's a powers girl because of the fact that her mod slot, her basic layout, has 2 of these polarity slots, whereas someone like Rhino has all defensive based polarity stuff. Anyway, you can also change the colour, which is sort of one of those that's nice. You can change the colours. Oh, that's pleasant. Until you realise that the colour packs are somewhat of a rip-off if you were to try and buy them. Just a minor rip-off. I think they could have done with making them a little cheaper. They have sort of. I'd argue they have sort of taken the piss. Let's see. I kind of want to do a defence mission, but they are possibly especially against the Corpus, they're going to be a bitch to do.